And for the 2017 National Science Week, the project is an official grant holder. And so you're joining in the celebrations at the UNISA Science Campus, and we are introducing students to the campus through exhibitions in our exhibition hall and then to various tours. And at the background here is the robotics workshop, so the students are given 2 hours and then they need to build and program a robot. And each workshop here with 10 learners is mentored by one of the facilitators, which is an ISET buddy, and these are students that volunteer to play it forward and to help learners have fun in science, engineering and technology.
And basically we've been engaging with some of the learners on topics, on some of the wide variety of topics that we have and we explore in geography. And particularly I've been chatting here about some of the weathering processes and the formation of the rocks. But also we have a weather station stand where we explain to the learners the various elements that the weather station measures: rainfall, temperature, humidity, rainfall intensity. And then we also have the departmental drones, which is a new exciting addition to our department that allows us to investigate the landscape and rural, even urban environments for us to get a better idea of the landscape that we live in and better understand and study the world around us.
And this is the project that we have, which is called ISET, Inspired Science, Engineering and Technology. What we're busy with, we are doing robotics. We are combining our pieces of robotics and program them to show the real life case in the industry. What we have here now today, we have a robotics kit that has a conveyor belt. The second one is a motor that delivers the parcels to other stalls here in the room. So what we do, we combine all these pieces and then we program the robots to build a prototype for the industries. Then industries, they look at our prototypes and derive an idea of what they should be doing in the industries where they work.
We made this powder, titanium dioxide, and this powder is able to absorb light, and when it absorbs light and it is in water, it is able to then break down organic materials such as your textile dyes, your pharmaceuticals. So what is happening here, we are demonstrating that this powder is actually able to break down, and it's able to break down one of the most problematic textile dyes here that we have used. So our setup basically consists of, would be our polluted water with the dye, and then this is just to give us the light. We have already dispersed the titanium dioxide inside there. So give us 30 minutes to an hour, you'll actually start seeing that the color of the dye has actually cleared, so it becomes clear. So the advantage of this, again, as we have said, the advantage of this is that it's a catalyst. So it being a catalyst, it means you can use it over and over again. It remains unchanged. Secondly, the other advantage is that you just need a very small amount to actually break down dyes in a large amount of water. So our hope is that industries, they will actually be able to harness this to treat their wastewater, so that by the time they dispose the water into the rivers, it is at least something that institutions such as Johannesburg Water can be able to handle before the water comes back. Otherwise, if the water is like this, it becomes problematic for the drinking water purification plants.
2017 National Science Week, and for this week we have developed the UNISA Science Campus Robotics Challenge. And what the learners have to do is they get buildings, and they must put the buildings on the correct places on the campus map. So they're busy measuring the distances, measuring the circumference, and then they'll see what distance they need to travel. Is it in? Okay, now back. Woo! We got it!
What we're doing today is we're exhibiting our work to high school students. We're showing them how to grow bacteria and how a bacteria looks like under the microscope. And also we're showing them the process of fermentation how the yeast ferments sugars. The other thing that we are actually showing them is the DNA extraction, how we extract and purify DNA for different applications.
This is our zoology lab. So for Science Week this year, we are exhibiting some skeletons and some specimens that we generally either encounter during zoology practicals or animal health practicals, and then we also look at environmental sciences and specifically the health of water systems. So these are the type of specimens that we've packed out for the students to actually introduce them into the life sciences, animal sciences and environmental sciences subjects.
And in this lab, it's biochemistry lab, what we focus on is indigenous knowledge system. As we've explained to the students, we go to traditional healers and we do a survey of the plants that they are using, and then we collect those plants and then we come to the lab and test them for different ailments that are mostly human ailments. Today I just demonstrated to the students how HIV spreads among the communities. There were 30 students and all of them, they had samples which are clear and they mixed them amongst each other. At the end we did put a colorant that was to indicate which ones were infected. And the results that they got, some got clear colors and some got the pink one. This means that the pink ones were HIV positive and the clear ones are HIV negative. So this was just a demonstration for the high school learners, and we hope they take the message serious. Thank you.
so that by example, there's sometimes you just look at the note. It's a very small light. It's all done by
My name is Nandim Badla and I'm from Tetelo Secondary School. We as grade 9 and grade 8 from Tetelo, we came here to learn about science, more about science and technology.
My name is Lulita Mnganeni and today I learned about a rock called mica that is used for painting and makeup. And I've also learned that consumer studies you can also be a fashion designer.
My name is Botlhal Masango and I'm from Tetelo Secondary School, which is based at Protea North, Soweto. Today we had a very fascinating lesson. We learned more things that we could have not been taught at our school. For instance, statistics and how the statisticians are living and such things. We've learned about bacteria, different rocks, the lithosphere, you know. We've learned about so many fascinating things. Like, those are most fascinating things in terms of education, and I don't think that I could have traded it well for anything.